In my 30 years crisscrossing New England as a reporter for Chronicle, I've discovered my share of doubles and doppelgangers, with one even gracing the cover of my first book.
Okay, welcome to the motif number one here in Rockport.
It's been called the most painted object in the world, maybe, but many of the artists who try to capture motif number one may not realize they're actually painting a double. The original red fishing shack was destroyed during the blizzard of 1978.
It was rebuilt from the original plan, so it's very realistic, but it's not the original.
Want to double down? Motif number two, a slightly smaller and more landlocked replica of the replica, is just down the street. But Boston has its own waterfront icon, at least for kids of a certain age, the Hood milk bottle just outside the Boston Children's Museum on Fort Point Channel.
I remember the first time I saw it, I thought, what is this? And I think that's the reaction a lot of children have when they first see the milk bottle, and adults too. Everyone's really delighted by it.
While clearly the most recognizable, this is one of 3 giant milk bottles still operating as eateries in the state. We'll visit another shortly, but first we make a pit stop in Taunton at the Old Colony History Museum, where we find historian and lifelong Tauntonian, Dr. Bill Hanna.
You'll still hear people, they'll come in here and they'll say, we saw your milk bottle.
The year was 1933. The Boston Children's Museum was then located at Pine Bank Mansion in Jamaica Plain. Meanwhile, the structure that today is known as the Hood Milk Bottle was a roadside ice cream stand run by the Gagner family on Winthrop Street in Taunton.
After World War II, the whole family would get into the car and they would take a ride. And who doesn't want to stop at a milk bottle-shaped ice cream stand?
They were the first roadside attraction.
Absolutely.
Along with oversized milk bottles, giant hot dogs and donuts thrived, but roadside attractions require enthusiastic motorists. And as new routes and interstates changed traffic patterns, Taunton's milk bottle would eventually close down.
I think that there was a period of almost 10 years where the building was inactive, when it was announced that it would be restored and renovated and in a place where it would be appreciated. No, I think Tauntonians were pretty happy about that.
In 1977, after a full restoration, financed by then Charlestown-based H.P. Hood Creamery, the newly dubbed Hood Milk Bottle was delivered to its new home by boat with great fanfare.
One guy in Boston, a newspaper reporter, likened it to the pharaoh on his yacht in ancient Egypt. We got a kick out of that.
Yes, a 40-foot milk bottle is impressive, but its seeing double siblings are even taller. The first, towering above G&S Pizza in New Bedford, stands at 52 feet, and finally opened for breakfast and lunch in Raynham, this behemoth, simply called the Milk Bottle, is the biggest of the bunch.
Built in 1926, stands about 50 feet tall. 56 to be exact.
Sisters Jamie and Christy Lasciuto run most of the day-to-day here. It's been a family business since their father gifted the place to them and their siblings Christmas Day of 2000.
We kind of knew something was going on at that time, but he handed us all a gift bag.
What was in the gift bag?
The keys.
What'd you think about that? Maybe it's not
We
a
didn't
gift
really
I want.
Yeah.
I was psyched. I worked here
You
for 5
already-
years,
yeah.
and my older sister worked here too.
25 years later, their father has passed, but their family has grown exponentially.
You get to know families, and I mean, at this point, and we know generations of families now, and like they know our kids. It just keeps going.
While known for their breakfast and speedy service, you can also order a milkshake at the giant milk bottle, which gets to the question that Christy and Jamie are asked all the time. What do you keep inside a 56-foot milk bottle?
We tell them it's full of milk. Well, I tell them. I do. Kids, I do. Yeah.
And they believe it?
Oh, yeah. How wicked.
And maintaining the milk bottle in Taunton has been a bit of a challenge, in part because the roadside attractions weren't really built to last in the first place. However, the owners also say most contractors are afraid to touch the iconic structure. Their dad did a lot of the maintenance before he passed away last year.